Alright, bet. Yes. I'm now live streaming. How do you like... Hold on. How do you attach like a web search? Like, you know how people fucking swipe up on some Instagram stories and it takes you to a page?
Oh, you need to have a business profile.
It has to be a business profile?
Yeah.
I have a business profile though.
So you can attach the link.
Yeah. How did...
Hold on. Let's do it right now.
How does not gas?
I know you can YouTube it. I'm not too sure. I just know you need to have a business profile.
That's not gas. Fuck it. Whatever, I just started live streaming. Hold on a second. I might have to do something. Party settings. Up. Alright.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword like that. And I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest.
Oh, don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Loki, I never liked this dude at the beginning. He's just a piece of shit.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King of
the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in line around a fucking wedding.
Give it time. You'll get there.
Or easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is, that's nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there. Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you?
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you?
Run!
We need to get back to camp. Have to get back.
Gift from the king.
Ready, boys? Whoa! Shoot that one! What? Look out!
X, that way I don't die. That is also gas. Okay. Fuck up on.
find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly! You fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time. Don't run.
That nigga leaking. Oh no.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
I won't leave you, my lord.
Can, and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle.
Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
Grab his sword.
With love from Walder Frey.
Why are you just watching though? Like, book it, please. Alright, smoke break. Loki. Now somebody in chat was like, he barely runs.
Who?
Somebody in chat. Is that you on Obsidian? Like on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Oh look, a piggy. That's gas. What? No, blood.
Blood. Fresh.
We're a little porquito. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a dead ass pig. There's a cart. Smoke.
That's Father's car.
Nah, shit. It's always something with Game of Thrones, bro. It's like people dying left and right, families betraying families and shit. Don't. Alright, you killed a pig, you're dead. When they kicked them over, it's dead as fuck.
They wildin'.
They out here wilding, killing piggies and shit, bro.
There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Bro, I'll beat the fuck out you so hard.
I recognize you.
You're white.
You're a Forester squire.
This nigga look
Former
like
Stark
Malfoy.
bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
No, they're not, bro.
Where'd you get that sword?
Your mama.
Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you?
I don't know. Try lying. Didn't work out.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
My papa.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Come take it off my corpse, Nick.
Come get it, you bastard.
Okay.
Cute.
Just straight up, fuck you, nigga.
Finish this fucking pig farmer.
You call me a pig farmer? Watch, I'm about to fuck y'all asses up. I swear to God. Where this next sword at? Where what? Oh, give me the tomahawk. Oh, give me that shit. My Vikingliness is coming out. Where's Bracken? Oh, he dead. Oh, he dead. What's up?
God damn.
What's up? You trying to knock me down a bit? I'll fuck your ass up. Ah, that's my leg. Ooh, what's Bracken? Wow.
Mercy! Please! I beg of you! I have a family! They'll never survive without me! I have no quarrel with you!
Nah, go fuck yourself. Fuck your family, fam. You killed my mama and my daddy.
See you hang for this.
Should've thought about that when you charged.
For real? It's like you made your decision, homie.
The fucking pussy.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Oh, shit.
I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
That's not gas. That was my dad.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
This has been out for a while. This was out on PS3. I played like the first episode, and that's about it. Like this.
Is that
I was too late.
Oh, what's up, Leo? Come watch my live stream. Okay, thanks.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Let me invite these turrets. I'm trying to do the AFK, but it's not working. My PSN isn't working. I activated Lady Leo and I should be
Two
able to
White Hill soldiers?
Mm-hmm.
And a Bolton.
Yeah, I just restarted my system and everything. It's not working.
Oh, that happened to me and Camel yesterday.
And for what?
Yeah.
What you gotta do is deactivate Lady Leo, then
was only 8
reactivate it,
years old.
and run right back to it. And
It's
then
never
restore your
gonna happen with
licenses.
the
You gotta do a whole
stars,
bunch of
no.
shit. It's stupid.
Unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences. Thank you, Maester.
Yeah, okay. I'll start doing that, I guess.
Okay. You should come watch my live stream.
Blade cut
We out
deep,
here right now,
but I should
playing
be
this
able
shit.
to save your leg.
I might.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the White Hills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. I'd do it again if I had the chance.
Hell yeah, I
They
would.
don't respond
Fuck
with
this nigga.
strength. They won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Oh.
Hold the wound
Oh,
open
okay.
for me, would you?
Come
I
watch
was
my
about to
live
say,
stream. Come watch my live
Why
stream.
is she not joining? But nah, no way.
Because he was random, I'm shy.
Ew, Cam, are you watching this?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hey, let's go. I didn't even do anything. I still won in Game Beast.
Oh shit.
It's a dark place, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours.
I'm in the elevator by
times
myself.
such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord. Our house will never fall. By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Though he's young,
Wow.
altogether unprepared
That's
to
some
lead.
booty.
Yeah, I can't believe everybody's getting Game
Right.
Crazy.
This might hurt a bit.
I Ben had the game. No, I was kidding.
We heard yesterday you called.
I understand from your uncle
It's
that
still
Lord
Ben had.
Forrester saved your life.
It still falls in that character.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
No! Oh my god.
Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself.
I hate that
He was as good with
fucking
a sword as any man, I think.
street sign one.
Roderick had already
It's so
fallen.
small.
There was nothing we could do. Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Like that is magically healed?
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay.
That's video game logic, bro. I'm all about it. Let's go look at this tapestry.
It has a wound like that.
I'll be out. I'll be laid up for a minute. Like, if you think I'm moved.
Damn. Mally still hasn't gotten a win.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose.
How mad is Mally?
Wonder if they'll bring her.
Why?
Because he hasn't gotten a win yet.
Talia and Ethan.
Yeah, I have 2 wins. That's a shocker, bro.
Ethan now.
Oh my god, he just knocked me out.
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
They are.
Right.
They're almost the exact same engine.
Never
Yeah.
easy being the fourth
All the
person.
Telltale games up until the newest Walking Dead have the same
Forrester.
graphics.
It was an honor
And it
to
all looks
squire
great.
for
Like, I
him.
can't even get mad.
Gregor the Good.
Oh my god.
Oh, so
Best
sweet.
warrior by far.
Hold on, let me go see what she said. I'm gonna go join the party real quick. I wanna see what she said.
What? Sorry, I'm doing laundry. It's like a task.
Laundry. Boo.
Cameron, you not watching anymore?
No, I'm watching. I'm actually kind of interested in this.
This is so lame. You're playing a Game of Thrones game, bro.
Bro, it's gas. Don't disrespect. That's what you said about peanut M&Ms and I roasted you for it. Don't disrespect me like that.
I guess.
Ended her.
Ended her livelihood type shit. Are these herbs gonna come in handy? Cause I'm a jack.
This might help.
Fuck it, they're mine now, nigga.
On herbs. What? That has I've never watched the Game of Thrones series. So.
You've never watched any of it?
No.
That's not gas.
That's
not gas at all.
I don't know what it is.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking
Does your
right,
leg feel
man.
weak?
I'm just like sitting here
No.
topless at the moment, doing laundry.
I just wanted
you
to
know
ask
what I'm
you.
saying?
Girl thing.
But like not completely topless.
Why
Don't
did the
get me
White
wrong,
House
I
hate the
like-
Forresters?
don't get me
I
wrong.
think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's
I
been
know.
enmity between
No,
the two
it doesn't.
houses for as long as anyone can
Let's
remember.
pause.
I don't
Let's
doubt
pause.
someone killed someone, which led to more
You know, I
killings
got
of
some muscle,
someone's, and then, well,
under,
here we are.
under the fat.
So a solid B cup, okay.
Yeah, solid B cut.
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
36, maybe?
It's a comfortable size.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little
At the Citadel,
small.
I swore an
itty-bitty,
oath to
but-
serve whichever noble house I was assigned.
So, you know,
Advising the
body,
late Lord Forrester was an honor.
you know,
Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging.
So spicy, I know.
There's still so much he has to learn. Yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands.
I love how they're making like
is
the
rather
maester.
frightening when you think
Essentially, the
about it.
maester is like a cleric kind of shit, Camel. Because I know you've never seen the show.
What will happen to me?
They're making
now?
the maester in this game
Excellent
seem like a secondary, like somebody like a
Under
confidant
normal
or some shit.
circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
The White Hills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left.
What, the
as they've done
AFK glitch?
before.
Yeah.
Can I see
Does
Ethan?
not feel nice on my
Is he
ass.
here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
That's tight. There you go. That looks
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Yeah, no. No.
I'm so sorry.
Me too. Off to bed now. Hurry on.
So, Camel, what's your extent of Game of Thrones? Like, have you even tried watching an episode? Did you make it through an episode?
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end.
It's
Even
not
when all
gas.
was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
I just know...
Whatever you can recall.
He loved his family, my lady. He was very proud of Roderick.
Yet he was unable to save him.
You were with
Another
Roderick,
mountain.
no? I'm sure
then
it was
another
chaos and
maybe,
confusion. But if you
we're
can
gonna
remember
get to one more
anything...
place.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
He asked me to return this to House Forrester.
Is it the one
He
with
said
the
this is
big-ass
where it
circle?
belongs. With his family.
Yeah, it's the one
Thank
that's
you.
big ass circle.
Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's
Too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Bro, that sword is too big for Ethan. Ethan's a little ass boy. If I can barely pick it up, he ain't gonna grab that shit.
People.
Your family!
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
Not now. When?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your...
Who?
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much.
Khal Drogo? Jason Momoa?
They deserve to die. All of them.
Khal Drogo.
I say we fight.
Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
What army? Our best men were killed.
Yeah, it's not a real language, but he speaks Dothraki.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this.
I swear,
murder, and us
I have a friend of mine who's obsessed with the show. Like, I love the show, don't get me wrong, but he's obsessed with it.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill
Bro,
us all.
he studies Dothraki. Like, not even a joke. That nigga knows how to speak it now because of how much he's watched it.
Duncan,
let them come. I don't care.
They'd kill you and not think twice about it. It's not safe for you here, Garrett. There's only one place beyond the reach of the Boltons.
you're sending him to the war. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
Are you getting the gist of this, Cam, or do you want me to break it down for you?
What's best?
I'm catching on.
Okay. You'll hear them mention a lot about houses and like other shit. They're like subtle references to the TV show, but essentially houses are like, you know, factions. So it's like you represent this house.
But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
That nigga disappear? Pause. Hold on.
Word up to me. I'd gladly drive
That nigga vanished mid-air.
I would. If God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Gas.
Iron from ice.
iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
I know you will.
I think the next Telltale game I'm gonna play once I'm done beating this one is the Batman one.
Garrett, wait!
Fuck you.
What?
Dude, you got like a blizzard coming your way.
No way, it's not supposed to snow. For like 2 weeks. Fuck off.
Be safe.
Leo's gonna cry if it starts to snow. She's not ready.
No work, yay.
What'd I say about her not having seasons, bro? It's just snow, winter, year long.
Leo isn't really like that.
Ethan?
What?
Oh god.
Ethan!
Nothing.
Sorry, I was fine for anything.
Your neighbor.
Holy shit, and I totally walked up on
I couldn't find him. Could you?
And it just like flew out. Okay. Fuck my life.
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore.
It's so annoying.
Maybe something happened to him.
Literally my life in a nutshell.
You found
$20
me!
loses it.
Well done, Ryan.
Leo.
Don't worry.
I lost like $100
It's just a
in my room,
game, Ryan.
How the fuck do you lose $100 in your room?
He was worried you were gone.
Just like
I thought we'd never find you again.
I constantly
I'm
lose
right
$10
here.
It's like, this is why
And
I'm
I
so
promise,
sorry.
I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Remember when I
Ethan,
almost
you should
smoked
let Sir
catnip?
Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and
What are you talking about? What?
He even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
I thought I found weed under my dresser. I started like poking it, and nothing was happening. So I was like, oh. And then it started crumbling like cat food. So I was like, okay.
Me, Roderick, Asher.
Maybe not.
We'd all be
So you
out there
found
for
catnip
hours.
instead of weed?
You weren't born yet.
Bro, you go smoke catnip? You go smoke catnip next?
Then
I would have.
And everything changed.
I got a full grinder.
Roderick became so serious.
Okay.
Lord in training.
I'm like,
He
you know
never
what, you
smiled
must have
anymore.
You better hook me
And
up,
Asher,
bitch. She did.
Asher just
And
got
she apologized
angry
for acting crazy the
at
other night. I'm like,
everything.
she literally left the group chat because I didn't
Promise me you
respond for
won't
an
be
hour
like that.
because my phone was
Please,
fucking
just
dead.
be you.
And
I
she
like
just
you the
wanted
way you
company.
are.
So she like went on this huge
I know a lord has many
spiel.
responsibilities,
Huge. Like,
but you don't
oh my
need
God.
to be
I
like
hate
them.
when she does her shit.
Promise,
And then
I
leaves the
won't
fucking
change.
chat and doesn't
Good,
talk to anybody
because
for
I'd
2
rather
days.
have a
I'm like,
brother
you're
than a
fucking
lord.
crazy.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Chili's literally fucking crazy. Like,
That's
she's been like,
low-key hot.
kind of
That's
battling
low-key
with
hot, but it's cool.
Anything you want.
her
I
antidepressants
suppose.
are kind of like, I don't know,
Everyone will
making
have
her
to do
all,
as
like,
you
all
say.
she thinks about is dick.
So I
She's
could have all the
she's
That's-
asking me how my day is.
What's
She's
up?
ready to know what dick she is.
What's up? Camel!
I'm telling you.
As
I'm
many
walking
as
around
you'd
her shit
like,
today, and the
yes.
first thing she says is something about Bumble
Really?
or some guy she found on there.
course.
I'm like, bro, I
Why
don't know
not?
Ask me how my day is.
What is
Damn.
Bumble? What is
Bumble's
Bumble?
like
Lord
Tinder,
Ethan,
but the guys
you're
can't
needed
message
in the
the
Great
girls.
Hall at once.
That's
Quickly,
the only
on your feet.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you hear our conversation through the live stream? I'm curious.
Oh shit, yo, I hope you can. Yo, no, I'm not sharing my
What's
voice.
the matter?
I'm not sharing my voice.
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced
Alright.
and certainly
Cuban
unexpected.
and
He's been
I,
demanding justice.
we are one. The
Can't
persona.
you meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We
So,
really
Camel?
must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
I'm going to tell you
If that's what's required.
right now. Camel, get the truck. We're going to Canada.
Okay.
Leo said all the right things in that one sentence.
18 hours.
Yo, I told Chili, I'm like, so like, you and Cuban, can I? She was like, nah, stop. I'm like, okay, Chili. Okay.
Why would you mention it though? Why the fuck would you? That's not a wing woman thing. You don't mention it. You just stay quiet.
That's a huge wing woman thing.
That's a horrible. You don't know how to win.
Lord Whitehill is in the lab.
Convince her to what? Not me.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is...
Nigga, let me do my work when I get there. Like, it won't take long. Trust.
The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Damn it, is it just me or am I being way too cocky for my own sake?
Now do it again with these.
Excuse me.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Oh shit.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
I'm white. Not really, but I can pretend to be. Yo, bro, totally, man. Oh my god. So like Starbucks. I mean, America, Trump, right? That's essentially the white boy around here.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Oh shit.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart
You be close
myself.
to Canada in boat shoes.
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye, and look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
Kind of looked like Russell.
No
bro.
courtesies.
She was
I should have expected as much.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you?
He still is.
Not
What do you mean?
likely. You Forresters have
I hate
shit
this
on
kid,
us
bro.
for generations.
I hate this fat
Well,
fuck
now
so
the
much.
Starks
I now
are
remember
no
why I
longer
wanted to
around
play
have
this
you
game.
back
I thought
on.
about this guy because we were fighting somebody online on GTA, and some guy on the microphone sounded exactly like this nigga.
Men for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You kept destroying it,
Our
bitch.
share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh, that's the worst.
Bro, you see who it is? It's
Your
Malfoy.
man,
Look at that
Squire.
nigga.
We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Bro, look at this
Hear that?
fucking haircut.
Attacked for no
What a
reason.
bitch.
No reason.
What a
You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
Oh, holy shit.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not
Hell
soldiers.
no.
Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here.
I don't know why they
He was
put that shit
sent
on
to
my
the
Instagram.
wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me!
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy.
Really?
And you denied me of it.
Hell yeah, I did, you fat fuck.
Till I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Ooh, mama out here. Oh no.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ooh, suck a dick, nigga.
Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad
care.
may be
goat.
lord
I'm a
of
fucking
this
goat.
house. But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Yeah, no, that nigga needs to get the fuck up out of here. I'm coming after you next, Malfoy. You best believe I'm coming.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true...
I got a trophy. It's gas.
Brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
What are you watching, Leo?
Holy fuck, hold up.
Your sister can help
Did I
us.
win? Oh, I win.
Although
The
just
third
a
round I've
handmaiden,
won.
she has
Okay.
Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
This is the hardest fucking part of this whole game is the King Landing section. Because I'm not good at politics for this game. Fuck, I gotta play this. Smart.
Oh shit. Oh god.
What?
Okay, you ready?
Ethan made this for me.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh no. What the fuck, as soon as you sent that, click on it. On Google.
It was very kind of
What?
Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Oh.
It belonged to Lady Elena. Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
The fuck does it say?
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible
You good?
under the circumstances.
You alright?
I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day
You
you
guys ain't doing
can.
anything tomorrow, right?
No.
Gang, gang, gang.
Why?
Because let's play something? I don't know.
You mean what we do every day? Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. I do.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Wait, what'd you send?
I hope to see them all someday.
Oh my god, watch it.
So essentially, Camel, like this whole part, every time I'm this trick, I have to be an extremely good liar for no fucking reason.
Oh god. What is that? What is that? Oh no.
Y'all have fun now. I'm like, oh, stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
I gotta post that.
Fucking fine, dude.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah. Dude, that's like an OG Vine.
One moment.
Bitch, I'm coming to the door. Who'd that be?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
What's up,
I
little
can come
cold
back
nigga?
later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
sorry. Okay.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Speak more, sir.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
No, I'm good,
Most
bitch.
people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
What is this?
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
What are you laughing at, Cammy? I'm guessing you're laughing at Vines.
I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I cannot afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Fuck, this part sucks.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Thanks, bitch. This part is not gas.
You can do this.
Only good part about this is that Tyrion is right there. That's my nigga.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Fuck you.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you, if you have any loyalty at all.
I knew this bitch would fucking psychoanalyze
Is your house willing
me.
to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim towards yours.
Yes,
That's
Your Grace.
absolutely Peter Dinklage.
I would do anything.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
So
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games.
It's like the lead up
Who
and
do you
everything.
choose?
Holy shit.
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
I hate this bitch so much.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this
fuck
girl will
off.
say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
You done?
Of course, Your Grace.
Oh, look at that double chin.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once. At the tourney at Lannisport. Even then, he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Fuck, I fucked all of that up. All of it. I literally fucked it all up. Oh, I'm so mad.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now.
So, how's it going, guys?
Lady Marjorie has
going
spent
well.
the
You know,
entire
Cam was
day
watching me
working
play
on
Game of
city
Thrones.
arrangements for
It's
the
going pretty well.
wedding. Of course, you and I are supposed to be way up the back. Here with the 4,000s
But
and the 9,000s.
you don't, you know, you're not my friend, so it's cool. I get that.
Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah! What? It's true.
Oh my hand.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
None.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Okay, what's the link?
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind.
Camel, can you do that for me, please?
Snickers, what the fuck?
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
It's so weird.
Go on. Ask.
Oh my god.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Clean it. At least I'll ship her.
What?
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks.
Yeah.
And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
This bitch, bro.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Sarah, fuck you, you bitch. I hate that trick, I'm sorry. What's up?
Are you the third person watching?
No. I'm not watching at all. Like,
7 L's.
that's you, Camel, and 2 other people.
I don't realize you can actually hear me do this.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, they're flit. Camel, watch this. Camel, watch this. Camel.
Shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
That is hella laggy though.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There.
Dick.
Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
way out.
Man, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're like, house is the flayed man, so what they do is essentially they fillet the skin off of their enemies and shit.
Lord Ethan,
These guys would be like,
as I was saying,
Mm-hmm.
you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your
wait, so
leadership.
what are they exactly like?
They're just
But
medieval times essentially. Considered kings, queens, houses, castles, a whole bunch of shit. They're not Vikings, and they're not like. Think of them like knights.
Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White.
That kind of shit.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Uh-oh. Shit's popping off.
I've
Was
done
a
nothing
bracken.
wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Was a bracken B?
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
You going to bed?
This house is doomed.
Ew. Go to bed.
We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief.
Night, Leo.
Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true? Yes,
And then there
my
were 2?
lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. We are in this together. You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Shit.
He's a thief! If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord.
Shut up.
Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Kim, what do you think? I got unlimited time on this one.
Well, is he really guilty?
Yeah, he is. They counted it. He took a couple shit. Like, if it was for his family, I don't know why he'd take the weapons. So I'm half considering sending him to the wall, but I also want to show him mercy, because he does have a family to feed.
Well. Huh. See, me, I'd give it a second chance.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Fuck it.
Tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed. Lord Ethan, You are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He's also a father, trying to help his children after we failed him. I cannot punish a man for our negligence.
You're rewarding a man who has no loyalty or honor.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Swear to God, if this comes to bite me in the ass, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm being so serious. The amount of time that happens to me in a Telltale game, I get so mad.
Unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
What? What?
You heard what the thief said.
This nigga being like, thanks for the money, bitch, and then killing me.
But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too many voices muddy the message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office.
I already know who I'm gonna give it to, so.
It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel.
I'm gonna give it to the first guy's uncle.
Control of this house. Your sentinel will wear
Duncan, I think his name was. Not Royland. Royland's the fucking. He's crazy. That nigga likes to fight way too much.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Yeah, the one with all the scars on his face.
Yeah,
that's him. See? That choose between both of them. That's not get. There are things I have to do.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget, but...
I'm honored.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
They've been making season 2 for this like game for the longest time. I know for a fact it's not going to come out, but I really want it to.
Was he our enemy?
Like since PS3 they've been making.
Everyone keeps talking about them.
Any man who betrays our family and becomes a danger to you or Talia, that is my enemy.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. Men like him killed Father and Roderick. They need someone to hurt them back. Even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Alright, nigga. You already thinking about murder at that age? We're gonna pause on that. I'm gonna walk away.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Gas. Oh, Malcolm. Gas.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Wait, Uncle. You can't leave. We need you here. Especially now.
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. She insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Uh-oh.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
You still watching, Camel?
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
What do you suggest I do?
You must be strong, decisive. You are the lord of this house. Remember, you're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Okay, can I go to where I have to go?
Some long ass fucking cutscene shit.
Bro, low-key, I just want it to be over. I want to pick my sentinel, get to the end of this episode, and start the better one. Let's talk to you. Guys, just talk to everybody?
Swing left. Parry. Wrong. I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I like Sir Royland a lot, but I don't want him to be sentinel.
And I wanted your advice.
He's a fucking asshole.
What's the state of our defenses? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Nigga, was that like a sneak diss? Low-key?
I think so. Fuck that guy.
This nigga low-key sneak diss me. Fuck you.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
No, it's nothing. I just need to walk and clear my head. Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
What a name. All these fucking names. Ortengrin, Royland, all this bullshit. This nigga over here cooling. Was Gucci, Maester, cleric ass nigga.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
This is not Cass.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Nigga, you can't just let me kiss him ass. You gotta be in my ear like there can only be one,
Thought
bitch.
either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice.
Nigga, stop it.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable
Loki.
of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Damn okay, nigga?
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment.
There must be other options.
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too
Pause.
dangerous to do otherwise.
I'm not gonna give this nigga
Why not
shit.
make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Fuck you.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd.
These are also
You
facts.
meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Fuck.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Yo, low-key, I really want to kill Royland now.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years.
For real.
Forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile. But that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious. But you were in danger, and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities. But...
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No. But you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
So what have we learned so far? Nothing.
That this shit is complicated.
Nothing. All we learned is that we're out here right now. Way too much. That's a strange key. And that's a Tyrell family sigil. I'm gonna take the sigil. Yeah.
Jack season, ho.
No, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. I don't need that key.
Marjorie?
For what do I need that key?
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Fuck
Mira,
this hoe,
look,
bro.
The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for
Nah,
her.
go fuck yourself. I don't care.
I want to help
like,
you
fuck
if
you.
there's anything I can do. Your poor family.
Please don't repeat what you heard to anyone.
Of course. I never would. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Uh-oh. It's popping off. I can already tell.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
Play the game. Play it well.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Oh,
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei.
Who the fuck are you, little nigga?
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if
How
you're
do-
willing to trust me.
Bitch.
I hear all sorts of things.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I could be useful to you.
These are also facts.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Just the way he, like, crouched off. That's the second time I've seen this guard. Please tell me this is the end of it, of this episode at least. Yes, it is. Alright, good.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, and I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the
Thank you.
Warden
No,
of the...
that's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young. This... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Campbell, you're gonna want to watch this.
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do.
What? Nigga.
So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Damn, low-key, just wait till the end.
Not
It's
for
about
me.
to end. Because I know you're going to want to watch this. It's literally about to end,
You
I
have a
promise.
man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan. Don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Like that, homie.
Even though you did bend the knee. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble. Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him.
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Stop it!
That's fucking crazy. I told you you want to wait to the end.
That dude's fucked. Yep.
And that is the end of this episode.
Shit.
Fuck.
That was good. Okay.
Ethan sacrificed himself
Alright,
for
B.
us all.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
Later.
Wait, you'll be working?
This house
Nah,
needs a
nah,
leader.
I'm on all day.
Named me, Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My
Bet, I'll see you.
sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Alright, that's the end of the episode.